What's up guys, my name is Amir. Welcome back to the channel, and this has to be my most requested video. Many of my viewers on this channel and on my main channel wanted to see my desk setup, and I will try to link everything in the video description in case you want to check these things out. If you're new to the channel and want to see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe with the notifications turned on. So for the past few months, I have been upgrading this desk setup so that I can bring something interesting for you guys. And now, thankfully, the desk setup is ready for a tour. This is Dream Desk 2021. Now, the first thing in this desk setup, and also my favorite feature, is the desk itself, which is a sit-stand desk. This is Autonomous Smartdesk 2 Premium in matte black. I picked it up for $369 from their website on Black Friday, and it came as a DIY kit, so I had to assemble it myself, which was actually much easier than I thought it would be. And for the price, this desk is an absolute steal. It's sturdy and heavy duty. The legs have hydraulic motors, which can take up to 300 pounds of weight, which was essential for me since there's a lot of stuff on my desk, and the desktop that I have on it is also very large and heavy. This is a Carlby kitchen countertop by IKEA, and it was all the rage in YouTuber desk setups last year. What I like about it is the size, the walnut color, and also that it's not very expensive while being extremely durable since it's designed for the kitchen. On the right side of the desk, I've attached the keypad to control the desk width, which lets me store 4 different height settings. And this standing desk has been a real game changer for me because my work requires me to be on the computer for long hours, and sitting all day long inevitably leads to a lot of back fatigue. But now when I get tired, I can continue working while standing, and ever since I got this desk, I feel less fatigue overall than what I felt before. On the wall next to my desk, I have a couple of floating shelves, also by IKEA, and on one of them is my 100,000 subscriber silver play button from YouTube, which gives me constant motivation through the grind, and I've placed it such that it is also part of the backdrop in many of my videos. Behind the desk, I have a couple of windows, and I got these really nice walnut wooden blinds for them, which I think complement the dark charcoal wall and give my setup this earthy sort of feel. I really wanted elements of wood and metal and stone and greenery so that even though the environment that I work in is very tech oriented, you still get a sense of nature while you're in it, and I think that my setup achieves this really well. Now, moving on to what is essentially the centerpiece of this entire setup is this floating monitor. This is an LG 32-inch 4K ultrafine ergo monitor, and I bought this monitor primarily because I want to transition my channel to 4K, so my first priority was the 4K resolution. I also wanted something that had accurate colors. While this monitor isn't for hardcore pros, it doesn't have true HDR10, brightness is only 300 nits, and it's an 8-bit panel, but for my video production needs and for content creation on YouTube, I think it's good enough. Now, the name Ergo comes from this ergonomic monitor arm which the monitor ships with, and it lets me adjust the height and angle and how far the monitor is from my face. And there's also the added benefit that it gives the monitor this beautiful floating effect and frees up space under the monitor, which just looks clean and tidy. The monitor can connect through USB-C, which gives me full 4K resolution, 60 watts of power for my laptop, and also some USB 3 ports on the back, which I can then use for my other devices. Now, getting to the brains of this entire setup, here we have my 16-inch MacBook Pro, which has an 8-core Intel Core i9 processor. And by the way, that sounded much sexier when I got it, which was before those Apple M1 chips dropped in the market. The laptop has a 4GB AMD Radeon Pro 5500M graphics card, 1TB of flash storage, and 16 gigs of RAM. I opted for a laptop because of the combination of power and mobility. It has enough power to handle my video production workflow, and I can also have it with me when I'm on the go. The main reason for using a Mac is that I use Final Cut Pro for my video editing, and also because I'm all into that Apple ecosystem at this point. The laptop has a marble skin on it by Dbrand, and the dock that it's resting on is by Oki Wood. I got this idea from Ali Abdal's channel, and not only does it look beautiful, it also fits in with that earthy sort of aesthetic that I was going for. Now, anyone who owns a Mac knows that they come with only USB Type-C ports. And so you have to embrace that dongle life and buy lots of adapters. But what makes these USB Type-C ports really powerful is that they also support Thunderbolt 3, which can support data throughput 4 times that of USB Type-C at 40 gigabits per second. So for me, the solution was this Thunderbolt dock by CalDigit. This is the TS3 Plus, And using it, I get 15 ports from just one Thunderbolt cable coming from my laptop. So I can connect pretty much everything I need to it, and it also provides 87 watts of power to my laptop, which is a little lower than what the 16-inch gas guzzler MacBook requires, but I haven't had any issues using it till now. This one cable solution is not only elegant, but also very convenient, because now when I want to unplug my laptop, I just disconnect one cable and don't have to mess around with a dongle or a tangled mess of cables. Now moving on to the peripherals, my keyboard is this Keychron K4 V2, which is a Bluetooth mechanical keyboard with Gateron brown switches and an RGB backlight. I went for the K4 instead of the more popular K2 for the numeric keypad, which I prefer using while working on spreadsheets, etc. What makes this keyboard special for me is not only that MKBHD also uses it, or that it's mechanical and looks beautiful at the same time, but that it's also wireless. I really wanted to keep my desk clean from cable clutter as much as possible. And if you've never used a mechanical keyboard and you spend a lot of time typing on a daily basis, then I would highly recommend that you try it out. Not only are mechanical keyboards more comfortable and satisfying to type on, but they also cause less fatigue from typing and are also generally more durable and long-lasting. Along with this keyboard, I'm using a mouse and a trackpad, so Logitech MX Master 2S and Apple's Magic Trackpad, and when I'm editing my videos, I can use the trackpad to scroll around and zoom in and out while the mouse moves the cursor, and all these combined make this setup my own personal battle station. Below the keyboard and mouse is a felt desk mat by Grovemade. Not only does this mat protect my desk from scratches and wear, its color, look, and texture also matches the natural tones of the rest of my setup. For my audio setup, I'm using the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 as the audio interface, which is a very capable preamp that connects to my system via USB and enables me to connect my speakers, headphones, and microphones to my laptop. Connected to this interface are my Yamaha HS8 studio monitors, which you may have seen in the backdrop of many of my videos. And what makes these different from regular speakers is that they're monitors, so they give you reference audio without any effects and changes applied to it. So I can use these to gauge what my baseline audio actually sounds like. They have these 8-inch bass drivers, which can really blow the roof off of my studio, and I haven't ever dared to take these over 60 or 70% volume. These speakers are absolutely amazing. Also connected to the same interface is my Shure SM7B microphone, which I'm using right now, and it's attached to a Blue Compass boom arm. This Shure SM7B is a studio-grade vocal mic used for radio broadcasts and podcasting and all sorts of other vocal production. And fun fact, Michael Jackson used a Shure SM7B to record his Thriller album. And finally, we get to my Audio-Technica ATH M50X studio monitor headphones. Again, great sound quality, good looks, totally satisfied, but I haven't yet found a dedicated spot for them on my desk. Now, any desk setup or any environment for that matter needs good lighting. And here we have a Thomanns desk lamp, which I saw on Jonathan Morrison's channel. And what I really love about it is that Pixar Toy Story lamp look and also the color scheme. So again, we have matte black with wood. In this lamp is a Philips Hue bulb, and behind my desk is a Philips Hue light strip, and these allow me to change the color of the lights on my setup with my phone to create different moods and interesting backdrops for my videos. Now, if you ever want to make a good desk setup, then the cable management needs to be on point. Organized cables are essential to the beauty of any system, and more so for a standing desk, because when it's standing, any loosely hanging, tangled wires will look even more ugly. So here under the desk, I have a Signum rack by IKEA, which contains all of the cables from my setup, which I've organized using cable ties, Velcro straps, and cable clips. And while doing this, my goal was to have only one cable coming out of the desk and plugged into the wall. So here I have two power extension boards, of which one is Wi-Fi enabled, so I can use my phone to control the power to my computer, monitor, desk lamp, and this smart desk. I think a desk setup is not just a collection of gadgets that you show off and flex with, at least not for me. I think this desk setup signifies my journey and evolution here on YouTube. As my channels have grown, so has my skill. And to complement those skills, I have built up this collection of tools, some of which may be overkill, but they enhance and nurture my ability to create content. I hope that you enjoyed this desk setup tour, and that wherever in the world you may be, you got some ideas for your own desk setup as well. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it. If you want to support the channel, you can also share it with your friends. That'll be it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.